Hello and welcome to GVTV. I'm Jerit Tripp. I'm here with head baseball coach Lou Yacinich Sr. Thanks for joining us, Lou.
You bet. My pleasure as always.
How you doing today?
Doing great. We got a ball game today, so you know I'm doing good.
Good, good. Got to be excited. Okay, Lou, I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about your new role as Director of Athletic Achievement. How do you feel about this new role, and what are some of your duties?
Good. And of course, it's advancement. That's okay. No big deal about that, Jared. I'm kind of excited about it. When I visited with the president back in December, we talked about the direction of the college, and especially the athletic department. And you know, now that we're going to be adding football and other sports as well, it's time. It was time to move on to a full-time athletic director. And at that point, when I visited with the president, we came to the conclusion that it was time to go that direction. And I decided that baseball and teaching is still my first loves, and so that's the direction we went. And of course, Troy Plummer, who was my associate AD, he's now the new athletic director.
Okay. You've been the athletic director since 1989. Can you tell me some of the extra duties that Troy's going to be taking on as a full-time athletic director?
Well, of course, when you have as many coaches as we have and as many programs as we have, and of course we have over 300 student athletes on campus right now, football comes in and possibly tennis, you're talking about another 100 to 150 types of young people that we have to go through all the eligibility, budgeting processes, supervision of coaches. It's a tremendous job, and so time-wise, it's a good move for the college.
And you talk about the new football team coming in. Can you tell me your thoughts on this? Is this going to be good for Grandview, or what do you think?
Well, I had mixed thoughts when it first started because we've never had that type of program on campus. But then as we started to investigate it with other colleges and when they started programs and so forth, it's a complete benefit for the college, not only enrollment and retention and graduation, but we're looking at exposure out into the community, which is what my new job is to go out and make sure the community is aware of what we're doing at the college here on the east side. And yes, it's a plus, and it will be a plus for the college.
Okay, good. Now let's go on to your true passion, baseball. How did you kind of get started in baseball? Is it what you really love to do?
Well, I started out to be the best basketball coach in the world. And after 2 seasons at Woodward Granger High School, they asked me if I just wanted to be a social studies teacher. so I moved on. Then when I went to Sadell High School, I worked under a young man by the name of Don Morrow, who started the Hoover baseball program, and eventually went to Dowling, won state championships. And then when that job opened up, I started at Sadell and became very excited about baseball. And then, of course, the job opened at Grandview College when it was a junior college, and then now we're at the 4-year level. So things just kind of happened that way, and I'm really pleased that that happened because baseball at Grandview College has been my love and my passion, and the young people that have played for me have made it even that much more enjoyable.
Did it make it kind of easier since you had ties to Grandview, considering that you attended Grandview and you're from the east side?
Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, I just used to live down the street, you know, and broke in the old gym and all that kind of stuff, and they finally let us shoot all the time. But yeah, it was easy. Here, you know, I'm on the east side originally, Grandview College, East High School, Warren Harding Junior High, Cattell Elementary, so yeah, I'm just kind of a neighborhood brat, and I got to stick around, and by the time they figured out who I was, well, I'd been 30-some years.
Well, many may know that last year you achieved the feat of getting your 1,000th career win. Can you tell me how that felt?
Oh, that felt outstanding. As a matter of fact, I know there was a lot of pressure on the young people that played for us last year because they knew what the 1,000 was and so forth, and it's kind of a milestone. What that tells you is that I've been around a long time, but I've also surrounded myself with good people because I just get to sit in the dugout and, you know, chew and spit and, you know, seeds and bubble gum and all kinds of, and then those guys go out and hit and throw and run and have a lot of fun. So it's a tribute to the young people that have come to Grandview College and played for us.
So pretty much you let them do all the work.
Oh yeah. I'm too old to start working hard.
That's true. Now let's go ahead and get to this season. The team went through a 10-game slide earlier, but now you've won 9 out of your last 10. What's been the difference?
Well, the difference is these young people finally believed in themselves. You know, we've got some very talented athletes, very talented students, and, you know, they want to win just like everybody else does. And they had a hard time trying to find out what their role was at that time, and so did I. And so we kind of let them do their thing to some extent. And you can really attribute the turnaround to my son, who's our pitching coach, because we finally took over calling pitches, and it made a world of difference, and the pitchers believed in what he was doing. And then, of course, our offense and defense has just done a great job for us. So that's kind of the turnaround, that the young people finally realized how talented they are.
Okay, real quickly, you mentioned you work with your son. What's it like working with your family? I know your other son is also the softball coach.
Yeah, and of course they both played for me here at Grandview College, if you remember that. And it's pretty simple. We have one philosophy. You play your way into the lineup, you play your way out of the lineup. So if you're coaching for me, you're either in the lineup or you're keeping the book. and they've responded well. We're pleased with both of them.
All right, Coach, that's great. I wish you the best success. And thanks for joining us. We'll be back with more on GVTV after this.
I'm Amy Solinger.
And I'm Kevin Cooney. You're watching GVTV.
Are you 18 or older and looking to make a major difference in today's youth? Do you have 4 extra hours a month